Set my cruise control in overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. Oh please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week as we venture to Perkins Township and a great clip from OVH, the Ohio Veterans Home, setting the scene as we head off to Campbell Street for game site tonight at Firelands Health Stadium. The Perkins Pirates hosting the Edison Chargers in a game in which all eyes in the region kind of focused on this one right here as these two old SBC rivals get together. And both these teams are at the top of their respective divisions. And the Bay Division for the Edison Chargers and the Lake Division for the Perkins Pirates. And as you can see, we have got another great night for football as our Fridays have been blessed so far through the first 7 weeks of the season. Week 8, we're not even going to talk about that right now, or hope the weathermen don't know what they're talking about. But there's the quarterback of the Chargers getting warmed up, Marcus Medina, as our pregame is brought to you by the Bay Bell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, all, of course, located in Bayview. Pink, the color of the night, as the Pirates get ready to host the Chargers. And what would the game be without, hi, Mikey,
I'll get your picture taken with me.
the Pirate himself. Talk about a great picture scene. There you go. Welcome to the Perkins class of 1968. Phil David, Bill Jeffrey, Bob Berardi, and John Morton all on hand to take in, wow, some great ribs and whole atmosphere that goes on Campbell Street. Well, it all looks good. You can almost smell it, can't you? The bragging rights in store for this one. There's computer points that are up for grabs, and everywhere you went the previous week, it's just one of those games that everybody's saying, hey, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to win? What's the score going to be? And it's all right here, ready to be unveiled in just a few minutes from right now. Edison 6-0 on the year, and the only reason the Pirates aren't 6-0 is because one of their games got canceled against Warren JFK. Both teams 1-0 in their respective divisions.
Yeah, class of 73.
We got class of 68 on hand. We got class of 73. We've got them all here. Huh. Aggie McVeigh, the hairdresser. Not bad. Now, if she can only do something with that face that she was spraying as well. Edison fans saying they will not be denied. Cheerleaders as well. On the visitors' side at Firelands Health Stadium.
All right, if you're rolling, I'm rolling now. Let's not get too carried away here.
Very. Not used to having his picture taken in the back room at Pizza House East, but thanks for joining us, Tim. And we have a couple of teams that have each won their only games played in their divisions so far, and after this one, they go into conference play for the rest of the year. Your Fan of the Week is up next for Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. Jason Whirling, and even decided to bring Beth along, or maybe Beth decided to bring Jason along, whichever way that works. Always a smile for the Game of the Week camera. Those are your Fans of the Week for Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in Mansfield. We all know how to strike the pose as soon as the camera's on, for sure. And into the Pirate cheering section we go. And Kendall Zires, the last one in the world who needs a bullhorn to be heard. But she has it anyway. And put the Hermeses and the Sturzingers together, and you're always going to have a great atmosphere.
You just broke your camera.
It'd take a lot more than that, Ted. Believe me, a lot more. And it has weathered the storm through all of those. Chargers have won the last 3 regular season matchups, if you include the COVID year of 2020, where the teams actually played after being eliminated from the playoffs. Both the Pirates did knock the Chargers out of the playoffs in 2021. Pirates own an all-time edge in this series of 21-11 as we look at the Pirate Marching Band making its entrance from the east end of the stadium. Some of the top individual performers, needless to say. On hand for this one, too, when you look at Logan Lesh, the quarterback for Perkins, and all of the weapons he has to throw to. And it's a totally different attack for Edison. You look at like a quadruple attack of runners coming at you. The quarterback with their 3 running backs. And interesting to see the way it was all going to match up. People talk about offense as being the decisive factor, but stop and think. It's going to be the defenses and who takes who out of their game that really would be the winner as the Chargers make their entrance onto the field in their away white uniforms. The Edison Marching Band across the way saluting their arrival. And from the home side, Perkins Pirates on hand as we get closer to game time. Nobody has lost a game yet between these two teams. Something is going to change here in the next few minutes. Pregame for the Baybell Restaurant and Bayview Center Bait Shop. All in Bayview. Game of the week next. Here comes your first quarter. Brought to you by Restore Pro, disaster cleanup and restoration. Perkins won the toss in this game. They deferred until the second half. So we'll look at Edison getting the ball first. Everybody got the message as far as dressing in pink is concerned. Logan Lesh, biggest game of the year for all these kids at this point in time. And we're off and running, courtesy of Noah Normington Slay. Actual kickoff actually bounces backwards before being picked up by Bryson Whitmer. And look at him go. How would you like to be wearing the kicker shoes on this one? You look at Whitmer, who is a big, strong kid. And if you look at his dimensions, 6 feet, 225. He's only a sophomore, but he is a bull. As Noah Normington Slay says, hey, I don't have to do this in soccer. That's just not fair. So the Chargers get to start out quickly from the 25-yard line. A return that was actually brought back because of a holding penalty. And now you're looking at Cy Finnan right off the bat. And the first play from scrimmage, 37 yards from the 25-yard line all the way to the Perkins 38. And this is what we talked about. What defense is going to be able to stop the other team's offense? And Edison loves to run the football, and they run that triple option, which most teams don't see. Edison's very unique as far as their offensive attack is concerned. And in the background, Jim Hall wearing the orange, the head coach of the Chargers, and talk about a guy who's been around the block. And has done a great job at Edison. He just keeps churning out great ball clubs year after year. Medina wanted to throw, but as you can see, just couldn't get the handle. So on the pursuit, Braxton Martin will knock him down. You can put Edison in passing situations. That's where you want them to be because they obviously are strongest running the football. But don't think for a minute that Medina's not able to throw the football either because he is. Now look at this perfectly placed punt going all the way back to the 1-yard line. And 2.5 minutes into the game, Perkins with their first offensive thrust and a good effort by Isaac Bunce on the first play from scrimmage gets him out to the 6 and gets him a little bit of running room. Lesh looking for a lot more running room. And don't be yelling interference because as soon as that ball is touched, you're open game. As Collier was whipped away from the football. Threading the needle for a first down, Braylon Collier on the reception. Good for 10 yards out to the 16-yard line. Ball coming loose, and the Pirates will lose 8 back to the 8-yard line. Tell you what, you put it anywhere near Weston Sterzinger, he's going to catch the football. Doesn't make any difference if there's people hanging all over him. If he has to use his fingertips, I swear if he had to use his toes, he could catch a football that way. Lesh with a decent amount of time to step and fire that ball. That's just a tremendous high school football grab. That's a tremendous football grab at any stage of the game. Sterzinger is so good at putting that ball on the money. That wasn't far from being an amazing completion downfield. So it'd be 2nd and 10 from the 30. Lesh on the carry for 3. And it'll be a 3rd down and 7 out on the 33-yard line. Bryson Whitmer, man, he just makes his presence known no matter where he is. And wait till you see him throw a baseball. Ooh. Braylon Collier after the catch out to the 42-yard line on a pickup of 9 yards. And here's the Pirates doing what they do so well, and that's just pick apart a defense. If you're going to guard against the long pass, they're going to keep hitting you with these short ones, and they've got people that can make plays after the catch. For instance, Braylon Collier. "46 yards for Collier to the house, and the Pirates are first on the board." Take another look, and again, what they're noting here is Edison is really playing off the ball with deep coverage. Get it out to your playmakers and let them make stuff happen like right here. I mean, Braylon Collier, as good as it comes, shifting the ball to the outside hand as well, but 46 yards to the end zone. And Collier and Lesh have the Pirates on the board. Extra point kick from Normington Slay, true to the mark, and it is a 7-0 ball game. Special thanks going out to the following local businesses for their support on the North Coast Game of the Week. Pirates kicking off. Again, Noah Normington Slay about to put the right foot to it. And this time he's going to boot it along the ground. It was touched by one of the up men, so that becomes a loose ball. And finally picked up by Caden Clare, who gets the return out to the 22-yard line. Off the motion comes Luke Blatnick. Pick up a 5. Medina with a keeper for 4. And they're out to the 31-yard line. Take another look at the play fake by Medina. Following Whitmer. Boy, look at the block by Whitmer. I mean, holy cow. Anybody is in Whitmer's way to just stand aside. It's better than getting hurt. Head coach Jalen Santoro of the Perkins Pirates looking over things from the home sideline. And now Blatnick to a hole and into the end zone from 69 yards away, and the Chargers about to even this football game up once again. Take another look at the straight handoff to Blatnick, but great blocking up front. Blatnick just burst into the secondary without anybody laying a finger on him. And then he had such a great jump to the end zone. Last man with a shot. Joey Dietrich takes that desperation leap, but couldn't reach him. And Blatnick to the house from 69 yards out. The drive taking just 1 minute and 10 seconds off the clock. A 3-play, 78-yard drive. And after Alex Davidson knocks it through, we've got a tie ball game on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Braylon Collier on the return. Good open field stop by Alex Hermes. And great pressure put on that time by Cy Finnan. That's a -6 yards on the sack. A second down and 16 from back on the 35. Timeout in a 7-7 ball game. Right now, the way this game has gone is we thank the following businesses for their support on the North Coast Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Schmid Architects, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine. We started to say the way this game is going right now, you see the 7-7 tie, and it is taking on the type of game that everybody thought it would be all week long heading into this thing. Sterzinger unable to gain anything. Edison calling a timeout.
Timeout. Edison. That's your first.
After the Pirates had called one, now we go to Signs of Good Business. Please support these local area businesses. Dockside Cafe, when they open again in the spring. Brady Signs. The Bay Bell Restaurant. Noble Axes. J Bistro. Cameo Pizza. S&H Blinds and Floors. Pizza House West. Off the Edison timeout. Pirates operating from their own 49-yard line. It's trusty old wristbands. Not much doing for Lesh. This is great Edison defense right here. So we take another look for Matthews Ford. Great stop by the Charger defense, and it puts the offense back on the field once again. There you can see a penalty flag laying down on the field as there was some motion going on before the snap. Now, Cy Finnan, 5'10", 185 pounds. He's going to deliver some punishment before getting tackled. Medina getting popped. Ball coming loose. Chalk that turnover up to Braxton Martin. Take another look again for Matthews Ford. Medina finding no one to start with. And wanting to throw, looks back to the middle, nothing there, and then Martin lowers the boom, and bye-bye football. Pirates on top of it. Cam Fosco there to take advantage when opportunity knocks and give the ball back to the Pirates. Well, Braden Collier. It looks like the same old kind of stuff, doesn't it? That's one play, 49 yards, and that whole series of events. I mean, we're looking at Edison's defense coming up with a huge stop, but then the offense gives the ball right back to Perkins. The Pirates do this, and all the momentum turns to the guys dressed in black. Now, the first one to Collier was 46 yards. This one good for 49 yards. Now that's all that's left out of this one is to watch Noah Normington Slay. If the first one doesn't count, just give it to him again. Why not? Kind of a different variety. The first one that doesn't count, just kind of swing it out to him, let him do his thing. The second one is just let him go deep. It's like it in the backyard. Just let him go long, Harry. Your team play of the game is up next for Tarina and the team at Berkshire Hathaway. And I tell you, you got to go a long way to find somebody who can throw the long ball like Logan Lesh. Look at this, Collier. Never breaks stride, over the shoulder, drops that thing in a bucket, and it's 6 points for the Pirates. Now, like I said before, all that's left now is for Noah Normington Slay to boot one through. Tarina Sidoti from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty with your team play of the game. And how big is that after you have one taken away to come right back, put it on the board, grab a 14-7 lead? Somebody's got to grab that thing. Bryson Whitmer. That's the way you got to tackle him, is put a whole gang of people on top of him. So Edison gets the ball from their own 20. On the loose again is Marcus Medina. There's nothing you like better after giving up the ball on the fumbles to get it right back and make something good happen right there, like a 20-yard gain. Talk about your great tackles in the open field, Braxton Martin. No pickup, second down and 10. Bringing the Heat is brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, with heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. Watch this stop in the open field. And, talk about your cheap NFL players that just dive at the knees. Here's the way you tackle. That jet sweep. Wrap him up, bring him down. as certain as it gets. Braxton Martin, textbook tackling. Great job by the Pirates sophomore. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. So after Blatnick gets no gain, Medina now trying the airwaves. On the rollout, ball just tossed away to the sidelines. Well, you saw Weston Sturzinger out on the field say, hey, who's there? You can hear the sidelines. Deaf ears. Medina can't find anyone again on that rollout. Again, that's the look at the last play where there's nobody there. But I guess the officials don't need to see anybody there. This segment being brought to you by Parshauer Eye Center. Another look for Matthews Ford, and again, Medina in a peck of trouble, so search the camera, search the picture. Well, Matthews, Sweet was there, but he's a coach. Fake to the right, run to the left, Medina. Brought down right there by Dylan Crabtree as the first quarter comes to an end with the Pirates up by 7. Second quarter is coming up next, and it is sponsored by the Old Fish House in Huron with knickknacks, snacks, and BS Facts. BS Facts are just kind of an extra throw in there, no extra cost. The Old Fish House in Huron, bringing you our second quarter. Great scene to start the second quarter of play at Firelands Health Stadium. Edison having to give up the football. Not much room for Braylon Collier to go. And it'll be right around the 20-yard line where the Pirates will get the ball to start out the second quarter. Collier, not much there that time either. Well, we talked about textbook tackling before on the Pirates side. Now let's go to Cy Finnan, who again shows you exactly how it's done. These kids have been taught right, that's for sure. Isaac bunts for 4 out to the 24-yard line where it'd be a third down for the Pirates. And Lesh delivers a first down to Braylon Collier for 17. Leading ball carrier for the Pirates, wearing number 18, Isaac Bunts right here. A junior at 5'9", 200 pounds. He's been the go-to guy in that running game for Perkins all season long. Bunts again. Play fake to Bunts on second down, and Lesh unable to find anyone, and a flag goes down right in the middle of everything.
On the offense, number 5, 5-yard penalty.
Well, the boos are kind of well grounded right there. They called grounding on Lesh when I guess we don't even need to get into that discussion. Might take longer than what we've got tonight.
You're not doing nothing.
Those guys are pretty intense on the sideline. Lesh out of bounds after a 5-yard pickup. Gradually working their way down the field right here on a sustained drive that started back on their 20-yard line. Sturzinger for 7. It's a direct snap that time to Bunce. You see, it takes an army. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with the Pirates holding a lead of 14-7. Brady Legando, the intended receiver. And this time, Lesh not going to miss his target. And Braylon Collier again finishing it off from 19 yards away. Collier off to a hot start in this one. He's actually scored 3 touchdowns, but only 2 of them have counted so far. Your play of the game is right here. Logan Lesh from the 19-yard line, zipping that ball right where it needs to be. Collier takes it upon himself to go the rest of the way. And that's another 6 for the Pirates to give them a 20-7 lead. That's your play of the game for Civista Bank. They are focused on you. Noah Normington Slay once again with one more. It's a 21-7 lead for the Pirates. A sustained drive of 11 plays, 80 yards, took 4 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock. The kickoff being taken on the knees by Grayson Smith at the 25-yard line. And Blatnick first to get the ball on this drive, but didn't get a whole lot. Like no gain on the play would make it 2nd down and 10. Edison on their own 25, now needing an answer here after falling behind 21-7. Cy Finnan for 8 yards, and now a 3rd and short for the Chargers. A Perkins defense that is determined not to let them move the chains, but an Edison offense that wants to call a timeout before proceeding any further. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of our Game of the Week telecast: Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Schmid Architects, Shore House Tavern, The Crimus Company, Pizza House West, your Civista Bank scoreboard has the Pirates holding the lead of 14. Good second effort that time by Cy Finnan. Enough to gain a 1st down. Finnan that time just 1. And off the play fake to Whitmer. Medina keeps it and carries for another yard to bring up a 3rd down and 8. What you would think would be a passing situation here for the Chargers turns out to be just that. Medina can't find anyone, and the pressure gets to him. Reagan Kaufman, a junior at 6 feet tall, 190 pounds on the stop. Elected not to swing that ball out into the flats. Didn't like what he saw as far as the defense was concerned. Probably likes even less what he saw from Reagan Kaufman. Helping hand from Cam Fosco. Now troubles getting the ball away by Whitmer, but he does. And Perkins would take over on their 37-yard line with 3:04 left before halftime. Long ball. Sturzinger. Touchdown. Now, what do you think's going through Weston's head when you see him running into the end zone and shaking his head? Maybe something to the effect of, "You can't catch me"? I'll tell you what, with the size that Sturzinger has, 6'2", 175, he's a junior. He's got an awful good future in front of him catching the football for somebody, even beyond his days at Perkins. And again, remember we talked about that long ball from Lesh? Nobody throws this thing even any better than that. You can't throw it any better than that. No, can't touch me. Can't catch me. Noah Normington Slay makes it 28-7. Remember the last drive? Oh my gosh. From the Black Lagoon. 11 plays, 80 yards. This one play, 63 yards. They will hit you in every way, shape, and form possible. Braxton Martin. I recognize that guy. Didn't he used to carry the title to athletic director or something? He's helping the officials. Glad to help, guys. Perkins football. Watch the hit. Helmet on the ball. That's Braxton Martin who forces... Well, it wasn't Martin that forced the fumble, but he's the one that picked it up. And Perkins gets the football back. Lesh did a nice job of canvassing his would-be receivers, checks it down, finds Caden Nixon, who does his best to get that football down to the 3-yard line and a pickup of 19 yards. Just looking. Here's Nixon right in front of us. Good patience by Lesh. Great job by Nixon to find the open spot and got a few more yards on that dive forward. So now the Pirates set up on the 3-yard line. Hand it to Isaac Bunce, who's going to do the rest. And now all of a sudden, what was a 7-7 game near the end of the first quarter has turned into a 35-7 contest. A little bit of reading going on by Lesh, who saw, yep, there's a hole there, let's give it to him. And Isaac with his first score of the ball game. Noah Normington Slay, like clockwork, booms another one through. It's 35-7 Perkins with just 2:12 left before halftime. Normington Slay right there to Bryson Whitmer. And now Whitmer is showing you what he can do. Pretty good answer for the Charger sophomore. It's a nice move to get inside of Brady Legando right there. Keeps his balance well. Tell you what, this kid's an athlete. Everybody knows about Bryson Whitmer, and you're going to hear a lot more about him in the next couple of years beyond this one. Multi-sport talent. Heavily recruited by lots of colleges. Louisville looks like they're going to be the lucky winner for his baseball talents. 35-14 Pirates on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Long drive, short drive. Hit him with a bomb. There's Sturzinger again. And again, just great instincts after the catch. There's a great connection between Lesh and his receivers. This is your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966 and a $10 gift card. Pancakes for Weston Sturzinger. Again, Lesh buying some time. You could see right flashing through our screen, Sturzinger making a secondary move to get wide open. Even waiting for the football, he knows what to do with it after he gets it. There's that inside move, and then the foot race. Not many people are going to catch Weston Sturzinger. Six more for the Pirates, a one-play, 57-yard drive. That's your pancake play of the game for Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966. Noah Normington Slay, the automatic one, and then look at this. You want to talk about a well-executed onside kick. Well, should we go into this segment brought to you again by? If you're Perkins, you cannot touch the ball in the neutral zone. Now, the neutral zone is 10 yards past where you kick it from. Looky here. Has anybody touched it? I don't think so. So when it passes the 50, it's a free football. Perkins there to get it. That is a legal onside kick recovery and well-executed play that the officials didn't allow to happen. And it was Noah Normington Slay that fell on the ball. So they penalized the Pirates 5, march them back, and then almost got the ball back again. Can hardly tell that Perkins is a team that's leading right here, 42-14. After recovering the fumble, the Pirates go back to work with just a short time left on the clock, just a minute 40 before halftime. And, you know, you think about, okay, you're leading 42-14. Why the onside kick? If you think about this, if you get at least a 30-point lead before halftime, that means you have a running clock in the second half. It is very difficult to make a comeback during a running clock. That's Abe Hermes making the big turnaround for the Chargers to thwart any efforts of another Perkins score before halftime. So we would start the second half with a standard clock, not running clock, unless the Pirates would score first and get that to at least 30 points. Then the running clock would start. What a first half and a second quarter explosion. 42-14 Pirates at the break. Third quarter is sponsored by Hartung Title, proudly supporting local athletics for generations. Long-standing tradition behind the folks at Hartung Title. Thanks to Ed and the crew. A lot of folks have youngsters that have done something with a Hartung Title name attached to it.
Man right here.
Yeah, it's all him. It's all him.
What is that?
What a humble bunch.
Hey, come on. They're ugly. All of them.
And that's truly the way the head coach thinks. Scherzinger on the return for Perkins. And the Pirates will get the ball on their own 28-yard line to start the second half. Bunts for 4. Bunts for 8. Bunts for 3. Got a little theme developing here until they decide to go upstairs. Got to break the pattern a little bit. Collier carries it for 10. And then it's Brady Legando getting into the act, as this young junior shows you some of his abilities of going down to get the ball. A rare overthrow by Lesh trying to hit Collier for the home run. Back to Isaac Bunts for a 3-yard loss. And the positive pickup of 10 by Collier. So the Pirates going methodically on this drive. Went for 1 home run and missed connections. Bunts back to the ground once again, and a solid pickup. Extra effort included of 11 yards. It's worth another look for Matthews Ford as we watch the handoff. The bunts. Popped once, twice. This keeps the feet going and spurts forward for extra yardage. Nice effort by Isaac. 11-yard pickup down to the 24-yard line. Bunts for 5 more to the 18. Scherzinger for a first down. And Bunts for a 1-yard loss. Well, you're not going to see that happen very often. Raylan Collier is sure-handed as they come. He and Scherzinger together. Weston, are you home? As a matter of fact, he's all alone. And with Perkins scoring the first touchdown of the second half, that one covering 16 yards, that means we now have a running clock. And this is your by-the-numbers play of the game for James Ruthsat, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Kind of amazing with a short field. Scherzinger still finds himself this wide open. It's your by-the-numbers play of the game for James Ruthsat, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting Service. When you say Normington Slay, you say 7 for 7 on extra points in this one. And there's your Civista Bank scoreboard with the Pirates now leading by 35, which means we start a running clock. That also means this game's going to go fast now. It's 7 yards on the pass to Grayson Smith. And Blacknick going down in the arms of Martin for -1. Signs of good business up next. Please support all of these local area businesses. Capizzi's Pizzeria. Gunlock Sheet Metal Incorporated. Crush Wine Bar. David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Wendy's, Noble Crafts, Schmid Architects, Holler Furnace and Sheet Metal, Diedrich Motors, Cy Finnan for 6, out to the 47-yard line. Medina rolling left, unable to find a receiver. And again, normally that would stop the clock. Here it does not. The clock keeps on running. Pickup of 3 by Finnan. Target that time was Abe Hermes. Solid pickup of 10 to the Pirate 40. Where Finnan takes it forward to 9, and now the Edison Chargers on the march. Medina carrying for 1, and Chargers have made it all the way to the Pirate 30-yard line. Good pressure by the Pirates. Again, Medina having to chuck that ball over the head of one of the receivers and out of bounds. Whitmer cut down by Dietrich after a 6-yard gain to the 24. As we come right down to the end of period number 3 with Perkins in control, 49-14 on your game of the week. One more look at the OVH and your fourth quarter coming up for Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop. And also sponsored by James Rusatz, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Fourth quarter starts with Edison holding on to the ball on the Perkins 22-yard line after a 2-yard pickup by Luke Blatnick. This triple option that Edison runs, used to see it all the time. Now, tough offense to prepare against because you just don't see it a lot anymore. But Edison runs it through their whole system, so these guys are good at it. Medina for the end zone. Ball's incomplete. Thanks to the following businesses for supporting us here at your North Coast Game of the Week. In turn, please support these local businesses: Daly's Pub, UBS Financial Services, Fidelity National Title, Leslie Murray Law, The Landmark Kitchen and Bar, Luco, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division. And now your North Coast Moment, which is sponsored as always by Shores and Islands, Ohio. Well, the closing days at Dockside downtown, and what a great view. It's just a great place to eat, especially on a day like this, where you can see off in the distance the Cedar Point and Johnson's Island, Cold Docks off to the west. It is your North Coast Moment, as always, courtesy of Shores and Islands, Ohio. Medina on the run, being chased down by the Pirates. And Edison, after holding on to the ball for 10 minutes and 43 seconds, they come up empty and will give the ball back to the Pirates. From their own 22, they get marked back 2 to the 18. And now it's just ball control and letting that clock run at the west end of Firelands Health Stadium. Now Sam Schweinfurth into the ball game at quarterback and throwing the ball to Blake Parker. Another look at Schweinfurth, who is a sophomore at 6 feet tall, 160 pounds. Parker doing a nice job of securing that ball before going to the ground. Out on the 33-yard line. Levi Jackson on the last carry. Now a pass catch by Julian Kessler. People should know when the North Coast Game of the Week cameras are by. Get out of the way.
Hey, T, read it. Read it. Read it, T. Hey,
Again, Levi Jackson.
Hey, call the same thing. Hold on.
And now yet another quarterback, Tim Bowles, onto the field, a junior at 6'3", 200 pounds. So the Pirates getting a lot of jerseys on the field here on a meaningful Friday night. Nice catch from behind, coming from the backside by Cy Finnan. And the punt away by Braylon Collier. And Edison would get the ball back with just 51 seconds left to play on their own 40-yard line. Cy Finnan hanged up on by a trio of Pirate jerseys, and that winds us to the close of a Pirate victory, 49-14. So the Pirates advance to 6-0 on the year, and Edison falls to 6-1. Look at the head coach of the Chargers coming through the line and now getting to the Perkins coaches, and another great effort by the Pirates to keep their unbeaten season in check. That's a winning quarterback smile right there from Logan Lesh. And what a night for the senior quarterback, throwing for 428 yards on the night. That's a pretty good night's worth of work. When we join you next, we are going to be in Huron, where the Tigers will be hosting the Vermilion Sailors in SBC Bay Division play. A lot of happy campers dressed in pink, supporting the Perkins Pirates in their quest for an unbeaten season. That's just another step along the way. Their next one will be Norwalk as the Truckers come to town on the following Friday night. No, but we'll wave anyway.
Too late.
Down low?
Now Logan's learning the routine early. Shake the hands of the babies. That's it. Never go wrong that way. Everybody always knows the last few words of the alma mater by heart. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on the Game of the Week.